Scorpio, hi. Welcome to your love reading. I'm going to draw you 3 oracle cards, going to clarify with some traditional Rider-Waite tarot, and then we're going to end off with a card especially for you. Okay. Oh, that's interesting. So you got 4 cards. I was just going to draw 3, but it's all good. Now, okay. I'll draw you one of these. This is an interesting situation coming out here. I did not expect this. So, 2 cards. Okay. This is not what I expected. It's a little different, Scorpio, to all the other readings. But that's okay. There must be a very powerful message here for you. And the focus is love. Welcome to the reading. I'm Adrian, for those of you that don't know me. And for those of you that always support me, welcome, 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 welcome. I'm intuitive healer, holistic wellness practitioner, and I also do spiritual regression hypnosis. Okay. Alright, so you have got Roots of Abundance. I'm just going to show you the cards first. Ears wide open. A merry motive, which sort of came on top of shining through. Alright, so some of you all heard the story. Now, first of all, I feel that, and this could be a challenging one for many of you, it's like you may have made a very powerful connection with someone before. Okay, a very powerful connection in love. Sort of like the key to a deeper sort of love than you ever imagined that you would actually have. Like, you didn't actually, realize that that sort of love available. You thought it's only you that have that inside your heart. And somehow, I don't know, I'm going to clarify, but it might be that, that maybe you separate from each other or something like that, but it's almost like there's a chance that you might be together now again, all right? Or that things may work out, or that things may go to that next step, like, engagement going to marriage, that sort of thing. Maybe, you were with someone and they wanted to bring the connection to an end, and now they're sort of like, there's sort of like, it's like you heard a little story that piqued your interest. Now, it's very interesting, this Ears Wide Open, because this card came out for Virgo, and it also came out for Capricorn. It was their first card, though. So, many of you are in this happy space of like, this can actually really, really happen. And I really see the potential coming through. I'm going to clarify that for you first before I look at the other cards. So let's look at this Roots of Abundance and what's going on there. The Tower. Okay. So for many of you, you would have found the perfect connection, the perfect sort of love, but something didn't work out there. Now, some of you are not going to like the fact that I say this, but the problem in that beautiful situation there was you. All right? But now, it seems like, it almost seems like the situation might come back. So for some of you, I feel that you sort of like accepted inside your heart that, you might have sort of had an outside demeanor of like, oh yes, yay, happy, that sort of thing. But inside you were like, oh, this is never going to happen, And it's almost like something piqued your interest, like this might actually happen, And I feel that for some of you, you sort of gave up. You sort of gave up and you were like, oh, this isn't going to happen. Actually, I want to draw another card for the Tower, the Two of Swords. So for many of you, you actually realize that you messed up, and you're feeling kind of stuck because now you don't really know what to do. because you don't sort of want to revert to some of the previous actions that you would have done before, because you don't really want to hurt anybody. But now, and I want you to be careful, because I feel for some of you there is a very strong energy here at the moment of, there's as we said, there's a sorry, the peak of hope, and you've got this thing in your mind. Now, this can either be the love directly or something that can influence the love, like a life situation, like a job or whatever. You've got this thing in your mind, like, I'm not going to fail this time. It's not going to not work out this time. And you want to be very careful to focus too strongly on, I won't fail this time, or it's not going to work out this time, because anything you focus too strongly on, you place it very much in the forefront of your mind as a possibility, and your mind is going to honor that possibility. You know what I'm saying? You get what I'm saying? Like, whatever you focus on too strongly, it's like, I think a very sort of relatable example for many people would be when you go and pass out your driver's license. You've got it so set in your mind, I'm not going to fail, I'm not going to fail, I'm not going to fail, that it's such a thing in the forefront of your mind that you actually make very silly mistakes, that afterwards, when you speak to what are sort of like your instructor, they're like, how did you not get it right? Like, how did it not work? It's because you had it so much in the forefront of your mind. So be careful of that. Let me clarify. Here's a bit of a dark vibe going on here. It's a bit of a dark vibe going on here. The Hermit, sort of like on the side. Some of you want to have the magic, and you don't want to put in the work. It's and I'm telling you what I'm getting here. It's like you're dealing with somebody who's onto your patterns. All right. But the thing about being onto your patterns is that you might not be realizing what your actual patterns are. Now, some of you are going to get very upset now. You're just going to stop this reading and you're going to be like, this dude doesn't know what he's talking about. It's okay. All right. But if you're open to the guidance, this is almost like dealing with somebody that you might be dealing with someone that is hesitant to connect or go to the next step, or it's almost like they breadcrumb you. They give you just enough, but not too much. It's because they realize that sometimes you like to take the easy way out. And they are concerned that, when challenges come up, that you might actually leave them, because you will see that as the easy way out. And that is why the person that you're dealing with is hesitant to connect, because they think that you might leave them if there's a problem, which may be an actual problem. It might be, where you're not maybe going to give them the opportunity to actually explain. Right. What are you all up to? Merry motive. 2 cards came out. Ace of Wands on top, Page of Cups underneath. First of all, for those of you that are very, very hopeful about the fact that you could be dealing with someone who might actually, want to make that full commitment, or for some of you that really feel like, you sort of got this inkling that somebody might sort of approach you, might be the right person. Love might be coming your way. They think they're going to propose. You think they're going to agree to a relationship. You think they like you too. Yes, they do. Okay? So we're not dealing here with a situation with somebody that doesn't want to be with you. This is somebody that's scared that you're going to leave them when the problems do come through. All right? But I see a solution to this problem. So let's look at this. And some of you might be seeking for some help. It's either that you maybe speak to a counselor or a good friend, or, there's a third party coming here, but it's a positive third party. And it's a person there with Queen of Wands that brings positive light to the situation. Okay? So some of you might be asking for assistance, asking for guidance, asking for support, thinking of working on yourself, whatever the case may be. I actually feel that it works out really, really well. That's a very, very good choice. Okay? Now, for your Moonology cards, you got 2 cards. The one that came at the bottom, it says full moon eclipse, conclusions are within reach. And then the one that sort of came out on top, it says your dreams need a practical plan, full moon in Taurus. Okay? Some of you, you know, there's an energy here of, I'm just going to think fantastical, happy thoughts and it's going to happen. This is not Neverland. This is not Peter Pan. Peter Pan's my favorite story in the whole wide world, but this situation that you're dealing with is not a Peter Pan sort of situation. All right? So let's look at what's at the bottom of the situation. It says full moon, eclipse, conclusions are within reach. So let's clarify that first. Let's draw a card for that. Let's clarify that first, which is also going to go in line with this last card you got here that was speaking about shining through. It's almost like the solution to your problems is sort of like lurking right there, and you don't actually know what it is, and you wish that you knew, but you don't. So let's look at that. What are you sort of missing in this situation? Okay. Because you're dealing with somebody that might, for those of you that are dealing with somebody, you're dealing with somebody that might actually leave you. Okay? Might not seem that way, but they might actually leave you. Here's a card that somehow flipped around. Yeah, I've got no idea how that happened. Draw another one for y'all. So you got the 5 of Swords and the Fool. Okay? Somebody's playing sneaky games here. Somebody's playing sneaky games here. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be the bearer of bad news, Scorpio, but they may leave you. They may leave you. They may leave you because they may feel that you are sort of the problem to their life, to the situation. They want a new start without you. Okay? So let's look at this guidance. This is the wonderful thing that there's always guidance. It says your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus. You might need to go to some spaces where you haven't gone before. Okay? And I don't feel like they are cheating. For those of you that think that, I don't feel like they are cheating. You might be cheating. Your dreams need a practical plan. Some of you will find a person that you really want to be with. You really want to be with this person. And this is what you're going to have to do to be with this person. 7 of Swords. You're going to have to let your shenanigans go. The efforts that you make will be recognized. You're dealing with someone, remember, that actually wants to be with you, even though they may leave you. You're dealing with someone that wants to go to that next level with you, that next connection with you. And this is interesting. They may connect with you, like they want this connection with you, but it's almost like logic tells them that, you know, that, I know it sounds so cruel to say that now, but and of course we're speaking from the other person's perspective, but they feel that you might leave them. Okay? And so they may leave you first before you leave them, because they don't want you to leave them, because that's going to leave them devastated. All right? Sort of like without direction. So look for a sign. What is this about? What sign does the universe have for Scorpio in this situation? 4 of Cups. Look for the signs of them reaching out. When they are trying, acknowledge that. I feel it so strongly. Acknowledge the efforts that they are making. Some of you all are like, I'm not going to give them the satisfaction of, you know, saying that I saw what you did. No. That is where you make a mistake. Okay. So That's the Four of Cups that we spoke about. You're dealing with somebody, you're really dealing with somebody that's at the moment considering, should I stay with you? Should I keep on giving the energy, the love and everything to you? Or is it better for them to go? Because the person you're dealing with is ready to move forward very strongly, very powerfully. With you, without you, preferably with you, but also strongly considering leaving you. Okay? Because they feel that you might be bad for them. Whether that is true or not, you know, only you can say that. I'm just saying the perspective that I'm picking up from the other person. Alright? And if it resonates with you, you're more than welcome to like, share, comment, and subscribe, Scorpio. Also, if you want to directly contact my best friend who does my beautiful thumbnails for me, graphic designer and social media manager, look down below in the description for AC Digital Marketing Solutions. And you've got 2 cards. The one, beautiful confirmation, says you've got time, but what you're going to do with the time. Because this is not indefinite time. Alright, at the back it says, ever wonder what would make life's fleeting pain and sorrow totally and unquestionably worth it? How about living forever, wildly in love wildly? You have so much to look forward to. And everyone is doing their best. The person you're dealing with is actually doing their best. But I almost feel like their patience is running out. There are really only 2 types of people. Those who you now love and those that you will love. Until there's only one type of person. And then we'll probably hit replay from the universe. Okay, see you all next time. Bye.